Hello, and welcome back once again to Hitman 2 and the Three-Headed Serpent mission set in Santa Fortuna. And today we will be taking care of the It Looks Just Like Her challenge, which entails killing Rico Delgado whilst disguised as the tattoo artist. And upon achieving this, we will get a couple of little bonuses as well. As usual, we will only be bringing with us our silenced pistol and our trusty lockpick. Everything else we require will be available to us on the map. So as I mentioned, we will get a couple of little challenges, discoveries and feats, starting with Drown Your Sorrows for listening to P-Power while he's at the bar. It Looks Nothing Like Her for gaining access to the Delgado mansion while disguised as the tattoo artist P-Power. And finally, we will get the plain sailing challenge for exiting via the sailboat or the speedboat. So right from the start, off the bat, what we're going to do is we are going to go and take out Franco and Martinez, starting with George Franco. So we are going to take him out in our usual fashion. So right from the start, we're going to head directly to our right across the bridge and into the jungle and around to our left. And we are going to make our way to the coca fields, and we're going to climb up the cliff face just here by the downed plane. Be aware there are two guards at the top, but they are currently moving away, so we are free to make our way up to the top. And before we head down the stairs into the coca fields, we are going to retrieve ourselves a lethal poison flower from just over where we would kill George Franco in the Mind Your Step challenge. So with the flower acquired, we're now going to make our way down the stairs towards the coca fields, crouching all the way, and we're going to use the coca fields as cover, and we're going to make our way, just casually keep moving, don't stop even if you hear someone spotting you, because they will go to the point where they think they saw you and you're already long gone. So we're just going to make our way past this tree on our left or on our right, a couple of trees there on our right, and then this one on our left. We're going to crouch and run across the pathway and behind the drugs lab, and round the back of the drugs lab we will find ourselves a fuse box. We are going to turn off that fuse box and then turn it back on again if we have distracted the guy outside the front of the drugs lab. He will come round to investigate, and when he does we can render him unconscious and we can take his outfit. So here he comes now. He's going to approach the fuse box, and as he does we're going to approach him, knock him out, leave his body there. We're just going to take his outfit and we're going to make our way over towards the white tent. Again, crouch run across the pathway so that no one spots you, and we're just going to wait by this tree behind the tent here for a couple of the guards to make their way past us, and while they're doing that we will select our silenced pistol. So once the guards have made their way past us, we're going to head for the little hut you can see ahead of us in the distance, and you can see that there is a door just on the side of the building, and above the door is a camera. Should I say it was a camera? We're going to shoot that, and we are now free and clear to just make our way casually to the back of Franco's hut. And if Franco isn't around, we can then turn off and then on again the air conditioning unit. That will attract the attention of the occupant of Franco's little hut, who I believe is the helicopter pilot. And when he comes to investigate, we can sneak up behind him, render him unconscious, grab the key that he drops, grab his body, and we're going to hide him in the crate that's just behind us. And there we go. So now we're going to make our way into Franco's hut, and here we have ourselves a little wait. Once we're inside, we're going to select once again our silenced pistol, make sure it's fully loaded, We're going to climb into this crate here and await the arrival of George Franco. And when George Franco arrives, be aware on the mini-map that there is an enforcer outside who is patrolling in a diagonal motion. Make sure she's not facing you when you take your shot, because she can see through the window.
Franco confirmed down. Nice work, 47.
So she should be over to the right of the mini-map, not the left. So with Franco now shot in the head and so unceremoniously stashed up in a box, we are now got to make our way all the way back to the start of the level where we began, back into the village. We're going to go out the exact same way we came in, just crouch running all the way until we get past the two guards over the river. Then we can make our way up the stairs, back down the cliff face. There we go, through the jungle on the other side and back out onto the main road. And now we're just going to head straight down this main road all the way to the very end, which will be Andrea Martinez's office / compound. Before we get there, we're just going to veer off at the last turning on the right, so that we can make our way round to the back of the compound and avoid the enforcer on the main gate. And once we're behind the musicians or the band's house, we're going to take out our silenced pistol, shoot the camera that's on the side of Andreas's compound, and then charge and vault the wall. If Andreas isn't around, we're free to just make our way up the stairs to the back and around to the back of the compound here, where we will find a set of doors that we can enter. And all we need to do now is await for the right opportunity. We need everyone to have their backs to us, so as when that guard there you see is leaving and heading to the far corner of the room, we're free to make our way in, poison the glass on the center table, and make our way outside as quickly as we can, because we only have a few seconds to get that done. So while we're up here, we will also take care of the surveillance system. So we're just going to shoot through the window using instinct, take out the surveillance system in the far corner of the room, and we are now free to exit the compound the same way we came in, over the wall. And that is our Andrea Martinez challenge or assassination taken care of. So that just leaves the Franco challenge, not the Franco challenge, the Delgado challenge left to go. So we're going to make our way to the fishing village, and where we will find on our right, on our left the fishing village, on our right we will find a bar. And just as we get to the bar, we're going to go round the alfresco tables out to the bins at the back, where we will find ourselves some rat poison. And with that now in hand, we're going to run all the way around the far side of the building and round to where the rickshaw car is, and we will find on the outer wall a fuse box. So once again we will turn off the fuse box, turn it back on again, making sure that when we're by this van here, when we arrive, there's no one by these mopeds, otherwise they will see us knock this guy out. But the barman will come out to investigate, and when he does, we can sneak up behind him, render him unconscious, hide his body in the crate behind us, and take his outfit. I'm also going to pick up the key he drops as well. I believe that's a key to the basement and the secret tunnels entrance. But once we have the outfit, we're going to make our way back inside and tend
Real
bar.
name, Paul Powers, celebrity tattoo artist and reality TV star.
And we're going to listen to P. Powers' World Troubles.
I'm supposed to be on my way to do some sort of tattoo cover-up work on him.
Could be worse. You could be lying dead in a ditch somewhere.
Or in your office, as Martinez is currently demonstrating.
In Colombia?
I've had experience with the Delgado family in the past, yes.
He's one of the most dangerous men in the country. One false move, and I'm dead.
I think you're right about that, sir.
So all we're doing now basically is waiting for him to take his drink. He will then go away and make a phone call which will then give us the opportunity to use our rat poison on his drink. And because we've listened to his problems, that has got us the discovery of feat. Drown Your Sorrows, I believe it's called. So while P. Powers is making his phone call to Dexy from the Bangkok mission, we are able to make our way around the bar, poison his drink, and get back in position behind the bar. And we're now going to listen to his next barrage about the Delgados.
Seems completely harmless. Might help me break out of the reality TV genre and into more serious documentary stuff. I don't think she meant true crime shows.
He will now eventually
Could be a good
drink
solution to
his
your
drink
problems.
and get sick. Unfortunately, this is quite a long video because this challenge is quite dialogue heavy, as you can see, and we haven't even got the outfit we require yet. We've already had to have 2 conversations.
Sorry, I really need to...
But Pete Power has now taken his drink. He is now feeling very, very sick, and he is going to exit stage left into the bathroom. And we're going to follow him in there. Close the door behind us. We're going to knock out P Power. And we're going to throw his lifeless corpse out the window. Although he isn't actually dead. Once he's through the window, we're going to scoot through after him, grab his body, hide his body in the crate provided for us, and take his outfit. So now all we have to do is make our way to the Delgado mansion, but we need to be unarmed for this because we will be getting frisked at the door. So we're going to drop our gun just by the bin and make our way straight to the front door of the Delgado mansion. Now I'm going to take the shortest possible route through this little ruined house and straight up the hill right up to the main gates, and we're going to knock on the hippo knocker, and this is where all the dialogue really starts to kick in.
That Power guy? Hang on, man. I hope you don't mind, but we need to freeze him.
So they're going to let us in. That's going to get us, it looks nothing like her challenge, and now we're going to get frisked.
You're entering the lion's den, 47. Tread carefully. Practically everyone here is dangerous, not least Rico Delgado himself.
Alright, Mr. Power.
So once we're through our frisk, we are going to be escorted to the main house where we will be met by Rico Delgado's wife,
So
as she will take us to Rico.
Some ink on skin as well in my time. Of course, most of that was in prison, and not always on people who appreciated the work. You know how hard it is to tattoo traitor on a guy's forehead while he's squirming around on the ground like a worm? Not easy, let me tell you.
That's quite a story.
You bet.
That is Catalina Delgado, wife to Rico Delgado for the past 11 years.
Oh my god!
What's up, yo?
Rico que eres, oh, it's really you, Big Power. It's such an honor to meet you. I just love your show. That episode where you tattoo the heart on the arm of the dead-dying policeman while they're administrating CPR. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
A great moment. I cherish the memory to this day.
See. So, Rico has this tattoo on his neck, and he insists it's supposed to be based on a photo of me. I'm not a fool, Mr. Powers. My nose never looked like that, not even before the operation. And sure, I've had a few ticks done here and there, but nothing as drastic as that. I want you to make it look like me, not some young skank.
I'll do my very best, Mrs. Delgado.
Ah, Chico, let me just grab a quick selfie with you, all right?
So now
Sure,
we're going to
why not?
expose ourselves in
Yay!
photographic evidence
Just look this
by
way.
being in a photo with Catalina.
Oh, que sí, wow, we look so good together. This is great.
And now she will lead us to Rico Delgado. Now I need to point out that when I go for my exit, I go for the boat exit as we have established with the plain sailing challenge, but it does go very, very
Hey,
wrong for me.
baby.
We do lose the silent assassin rating. Mostly because I chose to go for that boat at the absolute last second.
Tattoo artist to the stars. Huh.
So once
You don't exactly look
Cataluna
like you do on
has
TV, do you?
got us into Delgado's office, we will get the "It looks just like her" challenge
Cariño,
pop for us.
Don't insult our guest. He's obviously not been sitting in a stylish chair for days, but this is P-Power. Who else would it be?
Well, what about those cheekbones? The guy on TV didn't have cheekbones like that.
Hey, Rico, enough. You know they fix all that in post-production. Just let the man work.
Okay, fine. Whatever you say.
So eventually, Rico will go and sit in the chair, and he eventually will dismiss Catalina
Okay.
and
I'm
his
ready.
bodyguard,
Let's get
who's
this
a
thing
bit
fixed.
panicky. Again, it's all dialogue heavy, but eventually we will get the prompt to kill our
Am
target.
I not allowed to update my social channels anymore? Is that it?
Can't you
So
go
just
do
follow
that
the
somewhere
prompts,
You're being
asking
patronized right
Rico
now,
to
Rico.
sit still and things like that, and he will eventually dismiss
You need to keep
everybody.
still, Mr. Delgado. I wouldn't want to stab you by accident.
Watching.
You heard the man, Catalina. Leave us now.
You hear me?
Fine, have it your way. But that tattoo better look exactly like me when you're done with your new BFF, Rico.
Hey, listen, you're taking this new bodyguard job a little too seriously, Jose.
Better safe than sorry, boss.
Put the gun away, I'm fine.
I'm sorry, but I'm just doing my job, patron.
Hey, Jose, I need you to leave us alone now. You're too wound up right now. You understand?
All right, boss, all right. But I'll be back in a little while if I don't hear from you, Huegon.
Oh, finally.
So
He's
now
quiet.
with
Can I
the
finish
hothead
my work now?
making his way
Do
outside,
your best, man.
You
we can
got it.
continue with the tattoo, and the prompt will finally pop up, and we can then stab Rico Delgado.
All targets neutralized. This should paralyze the cartel. Excellent work, 47. Now head for an exit.
Right, so from this point, if you do not fancy trying to get the boat key to take the plain sailing challenge, I recommend jumping over the balcony from Rico Delgado's office, which will be just off to our left there, and then you can just make your way out the main exit the way you came in, or you can risk doing what I'm about to do. And what I do basically is distract the two housekeeping staff members in this room so that I can get the boat key, which is on the bedside table. You can just see it just about highlighted, but we can't just walk over and pick it up because the two enforcers are in the room. Now I happen to know that there is a pair of scissors in the bathroom, so the plan is to throw the scissors in the far corner of the room, and when both the serving staff turn to look at it, grab the keys and run. Now unfortunately I was a little bit slow off the mark, so I throw the scissors and then I casually walk over to the keys a little bit too slowly, and I get spotted on my way out. So there goes the silent assassin rating. Everyone will now be becoming alerted to my presence. So I am just going to bolt straight for the
Time
boat
flies
out
when
the
we're
back
having
of the mansion area before anyone starts shooting at me. So there you go, that is the It Looks Just Like Her challenge. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.